Howdy and aloha. Welcome to my night hall. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk. Howdy and aloha, everybody. James Monotok. Welcome. Aloha. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm not. I just paid $2 for a can of spinach. Now, spinach is something I eat too much of, but it's good. These carrots were almost $3. It's freaking ridiculous. This is just insanity. It's insanity, and people are complacent. Oh, yeah, it's fine. We'll fix it. We'll just wait for Trump to fix everything. No, I'm telling you. What if he can't? What if I've got Trump people talking to me all the time, which is fine. The Democrat people already gave up on me a long time ago. But there is some hope with the Republicans. I'm saying a little hope. And I want people to understand that what's happening right now may not be reversible. BRICS, Chinese, Russia hanging out together, Saudi Arabia. I mean, these are the biggest superpowers of the world, the most, right, that are starting their own currency. I'm hearing from people that on the Trump side, they can fix it, right? But I don't think they can fix it. That's the biggest issue here. I'm really concerned that they won't be able to reverse the damage of the CBDC process that's already going. I mean, I think they can do it if CBDC doesn't go full national, implemented live everywhere, and then all of a sudden the dollar's gone. I think we can still save it at that point. I am talking to, who am I talking to? About critical defense training. Oh, that's important. He's I'm the leader in the Republican Party fighting socialism and evil from the government. Yes, thank you. We all need to fucking do that. I am a former President Trump team in making sure your youth understands the Constitution. Absolutely. I tell my kids, go sailing, go surfing, learn the Constitution, or I say go out to the fire range, go out to the firing range, go shoot some guns. I've taught them a little bit with a little gun when we were young, when they were really young, but haven't recently. I am a Marine Corps veteran, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, let me see. So I asked him this question. I might as well just show you. Right? And I think it's important that people understand. I want this to be I'm just letting you know, it wasn't wonderful and fantastic for the working poor or the middle class. I don't even know if that's a class anymore. Seems to be more of just a society or a cult. As the Democrats had pointed out, they just want to take care of elitist type, neo-Nazi, just crazy, Democrats. But let me get over here and see if we can look at this real quick. Why is that window up? Get out of here. What is going on? Oh my God. Alright. I think it's, right here. There we go. Is that my Facebook? Yeah, that is. Okay, good. So let's go to, and I want to, let's see if we can open this. There we go. I was talking to Emma. So the question is, and I don't know if you can see this, but I really want people to understand that it's this is like a now conversation. I'm having this conversation now with a Trump leader, which I think is great. I want people to be able to converse and everything, but I'm telling you, this insanity, and the greatest puppet of all is currently in office. And if there's another pandemic, the lockdowns are coming. That it's going to be vote-in ballot everywhere, which will be super convenient in 2023, 2024. Am I not correct? Tell me I'm not correct. Tell me that's not going to fucking happen, right? It's just the rigging of. There's no way 81 million people voted for a guy that had on average about 15 to 20 people at his rallies in 2019. And on the other hand, the other guy, Trump, had like 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,000 people just stacked up everywhere, right? And then Stop the Steal, as I've said in the past, magically disappeared, right? As soon as Giuliani's laptop got stolen, it's like he didn't have a backup, bro, right? So the conversation is this, and he represents, this Republican view, and I think it's important. So the question I had was, if the CBDC, central bank digital currency system, and the Restrict Act are both implemented, then we have already lost. So the question is, can Trump or anyone at this time save the U.S. dollar and reverse the Restrict Act, or the movement on the Restrict Act? That's just terrible. Yes, Trump can reverse everything. Biden has done. Yeah, okay. That would be awesome, right? Because, and I was kind of getting to, back in 2019, things weren't terrible. I mean, in 2018, I traveled across the country. I was able to afford to drive and, go to West Virginia. It wasn't easy. I had to save up with some money, but, I did it. And then things weren't moving. It was, and then 2019 came, and then 2020 came, and everything went to shit. The mass psychosis, the mass consensual process was just the propaganda and the fear and everything that came with COVID-19 was just nuts. It was just fucking nuts, and everybody. I mean, in the beginning, I was there. I was like, wait a second. If there's this, why is fast food restaurants still open? 250 plus thousand of them across the country, right? These, and the people that aren't going to have fucking health care at all are usually the people working there. So they're probably going to be sick. And there was somebody I was with at the time that was definitely sick, and they said, fuck it, go to work anyway. And this was everywhere. There were so many hypocritical and rules for thee, but not for me, and tyrannical, dystopian, authoritarian mask mandates, lockdowns, the Kool-Aid in the arm. It's just crazy. I mean, Kool-Aid, if you don't know what that means, Jim Jones gave Kool-Aid to all the people that joined, I think back in the late 60s, early 70s, and to drink a bunch of Kool-Aid and die. It was poison, and most of them do it, and most didn't. And they took it. They took the fucking Kool-Aid, and that was it. So, good luck to you and having the Kool-Aid. Biden's policy is what is pushing the agenda, and not legislation. The policy can be dismantled on day one, along with Biden's 300 plus executive orders. I'm in Montgomery County, Illinois. Oh, fuck, he's in Illinois. Okay. All right, so we're going to talk. I'm going to see what I can. I want him to say it. I want Trump to say the words. Fuck the World Economic Forum. Fuck the World Health Organization, which I think he didn't want a part of, that he got out of in 2018, I believe, which is good. So that kind of seals that. And, totally screw the CDC, dismantle the HHS, dismantle the FDA, just all of it. This country and what we're about, we deserve the highest quality of food. The highest quality of food. That's what it used to be like to come to America. People used to come to America because you could get the best steaks and the best fruits and the best vegetables because we import them from all over the place, and they weren't sprayed and coated with shit from Bill Gates like Appeal, and they weren't fucking tainted, and the soil wasn't fucked up by Monsanto. I mean, we fucking had a wonderful, wonderful country. And then all of a sudden, about 3 or 4 decades ago, all of a sudden it just started tanking bad. I mean, it got worse, I would say. I think it really started going downhill as soon as Klaus Schwab created 1971 the World Economic Forum. That's when shit started getting. They started doing their building blocks to this genocide that they're creating now. Genocide on financially for all of us, the 99.9%. Our land they want to take away and manage it because of the gases. But at the same time, they're fucking chemtrailing or actually seeding, which they had just admitted to, all across the country. And they've got factories everywhere where they shoot the shit up into the air to create geoengineering. So I don't need them doing that shit. Okay, and this could be the reason why things are shitty, and this could be the reason why things are bad and why there are opportunities. I'm going to play some stuff tonight that shows you that there's a group out there, GeoWatch or something like that, and then there's Geoengineering Watch, that shows as soon as these factories of this late, what is that called? It's just completely filled, laden, chemically laden, and completely filled with certain types of, hey, just got the notification. It has been going on for so long. Aloha. And the thing is these factories are in these certain position spots, and all of a sudden, what happens is this crap and metals and chemicals and all this other stuff goes up into the air, and then all of a sudden there's these tornadoes, more so than ever before, or who knows? Just all, Then you have all these planes that are flying over and leaving fucking chemtrails and shit, And they just admitted, one of the biggest correspondents of CNN just went on and said, "Hey guys, this is what we're doing. We're fucking." They call it cloud seeding. It sounds better if it's cloud seeding, but it's not chemical trails. And they list what they're using, but that's not what they're using. The stuff that they're throwing into the atmosphere is horrific and terrible for all of us. The point that people need to get about that is, so you're geoengineering or altering the earth because you think that's going to help. And how is that going to really work? Right? And she kind of breaks it down, but the problem is we don't know the long-term effects of how this could affect crops or affect people. But know this: when you send somebody out there totally and completely unbiased from the people, the 99.9%, send somebody out to test all these. There's 32 fucking different airports that do this. Did you fucking know that? 32. She says it. There's a bunch of them. Right? Just everywhere. And they've been doing it for at least 10 years. At least 10 years. At the least. That's alarming. That's terrible, and that's wrong. Right? And then all of a sudden, now they're just talking about it. Why has it been such a big secret? Right? When people are talking about chemtrails, now they're just conspiracy theorists. Well, anytime you hear a conspiracy, right? Anytime you think you're hearing a conspiracy, I want you to think of this phrase, right? This very important title. It's just 2 words. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler. They're just spoiler alerts. Oh, when JFK, he was killed by a fucking, one bullet and all this other stuff, and they just divulged the documents proving that the CIA had a hand into it. There was more than one person fucking doing this shit. Right? Guess who? And the person that was there that day was George Bush Sr. He was there that day on the grassy knoll, right? I mean, if you watch the video, which I've watched 100 times, there's no fucking way, right? And you can see in a video that there's a. I'm not going to get totally into it, but what I'm saying to you is, how come that's not on mainstream media, right? Because it just adds to the list of bullshit that you, as a citizen of the United States, yeah, spoiler alert, the CIA did it, right? As usual. Thank you. Like, constantly. It's just fucking. How is that organization not completely taken down? I'm surprised that the House is beating the door of the FBI, but they're not getting in. Nothing's fucking happened. They're still doing what they're doing. YouTube is now censoring JFK, or excuse me, RFK, Robert F. Kennedy, right? And his interviews. You know, YouTube is connected to Google. Google is CIA. Everybody knows that. CNN is CIA, right? Everybody knows that too. I mean, it's common knowledge now. It's just common knowledge. MSNBC is just DNC slash, hyperbolic nonsense 24/7. 24/7. There's nothing I've heard from fucking MSNBC in the past, I don't know, 10 years that has made sense or has been proven to be helpful or true. Fox is in the same running, by the way, right? They just got rid of a guy that's finally came around and started seeing the duopoly. He started to see that behind the closed doors, as much as these guys want to do their Senate hearings and banter and bark at each other, it's bullshit. It's a show because nothing's fixed. Nothing's stopping. The CBDC process is still intact. Yellen is now saying that Janet Yellen, the Federal Reserve, which is a private corporation, yeah, but anyway, so Janet Yellen is saying we're going to run out of money. Yeah, because you just sent it all over to fucking Ukraine and paid for all these fucking Kool-Aid crap that you put in everybody's arm. You gave billions of dollars to fucking everybody else but us. You didn't fix our. I mean, there's still potholes everywhere. It's just people are living on the streets. There's homeless everywhere. It's just crazy. I mean, go to LA right now. When I went there back in 2020, 2021, and did I go there in 2022? I'm not sure. I think I did. I went back there 3 or 4 times. But, when I was in West Virginia, but every time I went back, it was worse. There were more tents, more people homeless, and they don't talk about that. They don't talk about that. Yeah, Janet Yellen. Yeah, CIANN. Exactly. Anderson Cooper, he's fucking he's like the big, and everybody knows Pete Buttigieg. I'm a little concerned here about the CIA because they had a hand in Epstein, right? And Noam Chomsky, which I knew was a fucking tool for a long time, is now had in the past protected Epstein's comments and also condoned some of the things that were done in conjunction or connected to Epstein, which is really odd. And I've seen that in the past. But now the information's come out clearly indicating that Noam Chomsky is a chump. Chomsky. Noam Chomsky. I know he had some good stuff. I know, but he's no Huxley, and he's no Orwell. There's don't even compare. And he's no fucking George Carlin. That's for damn sure. He's like the opposite of George Carlin. When I used to listen to fucking Chomsky, I would fucking fall asleep. It just was, and I know I'm not exciting either, but I do what I can. Literally shit. You should see Hollywood sidewalks right now. Fucking unwalkable in some places due to the holes and shit. Seriously, I mean, L is there. I mean, I used to live there like pretty much most of my life, and I had to go do when I was working for PI services. My mom was a licensed PI, and still is a licensed private investigator. And I used to do summonses and serves. I used to have to go to the courthouse and all over fucking Southern California. I was in San Diego. I was in LA. I was probably driving, wow, God, maybe 300 miles to 500, 400 to 500 miles a day, easily, you know. And I would have to go all over the fucking place and serve summonses and subpoenas for family court or for some business or whatever. Um, Criminal things are usually done by the marshals and stuff like that. But I was, back in the time, LA was pretty cool. It just LA, nothing. But now it's shit. It is fucking shit. And I think I was trying to get to another point, but I lost it. Human shits. Oh God. Oh, and you can tell the difference. I don't care who you're. A dog poop is like a. It looks like a dog poop. Looks like something that was made artificially, and you can, use it as like a prank or trick. But human shit's just as terrible. Let's get out of that. Let's move on. Okay, we're gonna move on now. Oh, you know what? I think Kelly wanted to stop by. Also, give me a sec. I gotta send her the. I'm gonna send you the Zoom anyway, just in case. But there's something I wanted to play, and I think I already have it propped and ready to go. Um, sorry for deflect. No, it's fine. Everything you're saying makes. Look, you're adding to the conversation, and you're bringing, great comments. It's funny too, but at the same time, it's in correlation. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. It's all good. So let me see here if I can get to her. I'm gonna play this though, and I will play it again because it's really. I don't know if maybe Graham and Kelly want to come on. Graham is awesome. We were a part of the Green Party, and I was a delegate, or voted a delegate. And I wasn't there for long. They just needed people. I mean, the Green Party had it's compromised. The Green Party shit. I don't care what you fucking tell me. It's just do not touch the Green Party. Do not touch the Green Party. They are just. I now it all makes sense what they are about and why. And it's sad because they were all in, fully supporting the mask mandates, the vaccine mandates, and they were also supporting the lockdowns completely. And their statement came out several times, and that's when the divide came. And then now there's green and the independent Greens, and then there's the Greens. But I just wouldn't. I would have created a fucking totally new party. That's what I would have done. They're just that. I got fucking hauled into that. That you can't save that fucking party. It's gone. The Green Party is like Justice 2.0, Justice Democrats 2.0, right? And that's all they are. It's just their prelude to the Democratic Party, right? And it's really sad. All right, let me play this video. This is fucking cool. This is freaking cool. This lady has been on many times. She's brilliant, but she does a really good job here. Must play. Must play. I don't need to show my noggin. Hold on. Right? Let's just need to show hers. Because that's what's important here. But she's on TikTok. Somebody, I don't know who sent it to me. Alright. Positioned, ready to go. And here we go. Ah, crap. Sorry. Going back.
home for a couple weeks. It's for We need you to stay in your home for a couple weeks. It's for the greater good. We need you to close your business just for a short time. It's for the greater good. We need you to stay home just a little bit longer than 2 weeks. It's for the greater good. We need you to wear this on your face. It's for the greater good. We need you to wear 2 of these on your face. It's for the greater good. We need you to inject this into your body. It's for the greater good. We need you to spend the holidays alone. It's for the greater good. You must inject this into your body if you want to feed your family. It's for the greater good. We need you to stop eating that. It's not good for the environment. It's for the greater good. We need you to stop driving your car and flying. It's for the greater good. We need you to stop heating your home so often. It's for the greater good. We need you to stop saying that. It's hurting some people's feelings. This is for the greater good. We need you to stop having children. It's not good for the planet. This is for the greater good. We need you to stop talking about your faith. It's offending people. This is for the greater good. We need to separate you from your children because you're not complying. This is for the greater good. We need to hold you in a facility for a little while for not cooperating. This is for the greater good. 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 This is for the greater good.
That was excellent. That shows it all. Now I'm going to jump into something that concerns me. I hope I have it here. Let me see if I got it. Hold on. I'm going to go to me. Scroll in here. You guys are well watching. This is my Jimmy Young. Right, let me see if I can find it. I don't think it's. Let's see if I got videos. Maybe it's in videos. Maybe it's not. We're gonna find out. Come on now. Damn, I got a lot of fucking videos. That's my secondary Facebook. My first Facebook is got over 4,000 Facebook friends, right? Yeah, sure, okay. But there was one in here that I wanted to. Oh, damn it, it's on my other account. Wonder if I can find it here. Yeah. This is where I will edit the final cut of this. That was 4 hours. Oh, these are a lot of fucking things. It's weird. Let me see here. Home. Hey, Shelly, what's up? 5G tower toppled in Burnsley, England. If you know, you know. Yeah, these guys are just like, fuck this. I'm going to cut the fucking thing. I love that. Fuck this shit. Oh, what is Bobert saying? Everything that the leader of the nation is supposed to do, Joe Biden has failed on. He won't protect our borders. He won't protect our sovereignty. He divides the nation every chance he gets. He watches along as our currency is destroyed. There is no one who can say he is what America needs in a leader. Nah, he's just a fucking puppet. They're all fucking puppets. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Oh, there's the comeback. Republicans oppose 7.2 billion border patrol operations. Let's see, 65 million, 30 border patrol agents, 60 million additional CPS personnel. Oh, so yeah, that tug of war just keeps going back and forth. You know, the tug of war. If you've ever been in a tug of war, and you've got a few amount of people on one side of the rope, and it's one big rope, and it's fat, and you got to pull it, and there's a fucking flag tied in the middle of it, and that flag is usually over muddy little pond of shit water, not crappy water, right? Mud water. But this tug of war just keeps going back and forth. It really does. It's just getting so fucking old, and they've got there's good points on both sides. Not right now because it's really bad. So that's a good comeback. However, but nothing's happening. He was a failure for 50 years. Okay, just what is it that you do? Oh God. Okay, so I'm just so sick of it. I'm just so tired of it. I gotta find that video, man. Where did I put that video? Alright, I'm gonna put it here. Hang on. Just a moment. Give me a second. You can watch as I'm just promoting the silly podcast now. Please listen to it. I love you all. Here's the latest super awkward fun cast. You guys gotta watch that. It's freaking awesome. Check the notes. I should, I should do is probably put it in the comments. But anyway, let me get to this. I am going to switch over. Yeah, here we go. I'm going for it, man. So I want to make sure, right? I want to make sure that where I put my vote, it's going to count, which it seems like it doesn't. Anyway, it's just the system seems so fucking rigged. There's no way that fucking 81,000 people voted for a half dead, and I don't even know if it's him. It's, we're seeing plastic on his neck and shit. It's crazy. There's all kinds of stuff happening out there that people need to pay attention to. Let me see if I can get that on there. Yeah, here we go. And let's look at each of these slides. So this is my problem. If Tom kills Jerry, the show is over. The same reason the other party never fixes anything when they're in power. Nothing. I will say this. It was much better, in my opinion, as far as gas prices and food prices. Things seemed to be getting done. There was less war. I know they both dropped bombs. There was war that was being dropped. There's no doubt. But when COVID came, this guy in the beginning, which is very odd to me, because in the very beginning, and I have the video for that, which is really cool. Right? Here he is. Oh, where is it? Let me see if I can grab it. All right, here it is.
Change in tune. Somebody's been bought.
Now the Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus. You know that, right? Coronavirus.
Yeah, nobody else is.
They're politicizing it. We did one of the great jobs. You say, how's President Trump doing? They go, oh, not good, not good. They have no clue. They don't have any clue. They can't even count their votes in Iowa. They can't even. No, they can't. And this is their new hoax. But we did something that's been pretty amazing. We have 15 people in this massive country. And because of the fact that we went early, we could have had a lot more than that. We will do everything in our power to keep the infection and those carrying the infection from entering our country. We have no choice. Whether it's the virus that we're talking about or many other public health threats, the Democrat policy of open borders is a direct threat to the health and...
The change in tune. Somebody's been bought.
Now the Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus. You know that, right? Coronavirus.
Yeah, nobody else is.
They're politicizing it. We did one of the great jobs. You say, how's President Trump doing? They go, oh, not good, not good. They have no clue. They don't have any clue. They can't even count their votes in Iowa. They can't even. No, they can't. And this is their new hoax. But you know, we did something that's been pretty amazing.
So he was calling it a hoax, right? He was like, it's a hoax. And all of a sudden he started hanging out with these people, right? And I'm telling you, I don't know what to tell you. And he took orders, right, from these people, from this guy here on the left, Dr. Death, right? Dr. Death, Anthony Fauci and his little bricks sidekick, right? That's what happened. Let's not forget that, right? He didn't have to do the lockdowns. He didn't have to listen to a fucking word Fauci said. You know, if his team could have just easily told him, right? Right? And then he starts bragging about this, the Kool-Aid killer. December 2020. Congratulations, we did it. Right? We did it. But we know why he did it. We know why he changed his tune. Okay? We know why he changed his tune. Because in July and August, June, yeah, he freaking, let me go back. In August 20th and July 20th, excuse me, August 2020, July 2020, buys 200 million Kool-Aid doses. 200 million. That's on Axios. That was on fucking, God, what was that? MSNBC? I don't know. Just, and he does this, and then all of a sudden this happens, right?
You know, the European Union takes tremendous advantage of us. Almost as bad economically as China. People say, oh, that's a terrible thing to say. I say, really? How many Chevrolets are in Beijing right now? Maybe none, okay? They won't take our cars. They won't take our farm product. They won't take anything. And I was hitting them hard. And then the China virus came, and it was a terrible period of time, but we did the greatest job. And because the base was so strong, what we did was so strong. Our country is doing well. It's going to be blown now with all the inflation and everything else that's taking place. But we built such a strong foundation that our country is doing great and other countries are doing horribly, horribly. Remember, they used to use anything to hit us. When we got hit, I closed it to China, closed it to Europe, anything to hit us. But they'd say, in South Korea, they're doing so well. South Korea is being decimated right now. India is doing so well. India is being decimated right now. He did a great job on that. The ventilators, the equipment that we got, the cupboards were all bare. Everything that was being decimated right now. He did a great job on that. The ventilators, the equipment that we got, the cupboards were all bare. Everything that we did. And then we developed a vaccine, 3 vaccines in 3 months, in 9 months. And actually, I'll tell you, it was 3 days less. 3 days less than 9 months. The cupboards were all bare. Everything that we did. And then we developed a vaccine, 3 vaccines in 3 months, in 9 months. And actually, I'll tell you, it was 3 days less. 3 days less than 9 months. And it's great. And you know what? I believe totally in your freedoms. I do. You got to do what you have to do. But I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccine. I believe totally in your freedoms. I do. You got to do what you have to do. But I I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But you got, no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. You have to do. But I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But you got, no, that's okay. That's all right. You got.
What people need to understand about this narcissist, and he is the ultimate narcissist, you cannot say he's not. You have to believe that this man is the ultimate narcissist. Right? He has it's and if you read his book, which I've glanced over pieces of it, The Art of the Deal. It's about making deals for him. This guy, he's aroused by any time he makes a deal with when he believes he's gotten the upper hand. That's how a lot of these big CEOs and owners of companies are, trades, just all kinds of shit, especially a hedge fund motherfuckers and all these other people, which is fine. But his about the deal. That's his job. Trump's mentality and the way he's been raised is about the deal, and he feels at that moment, that what he was doing wasn't really helping you guys. Because dissect how he's saying that, and understand how he's presenting his message. He's presenting his message that I was able to do this. I made this all happen. Right? He does that constantly. Right? He doesn't say, well, but that thing, that Kool-Aid has now become the label of the biggest genocidal product, tool, weapon ever created on the planet. It is now listed in many countries. Right now, they have listed, documented with their governments that it is now listed, that Kool-Aid is now listed as a genocidal bioweapon. Right? That's how they're looking at it. That's how they're looking at it. And this is the guy that said, and he still to this day brags about it. Right? And then I got a guy telling me, hey, I'm a Trump guy, but he's going to be able to reverse all this shit. He hasn't said shit about it. That's you saying that. Has he said it? I want to see if he'll say. I want to hear Trump say, I will reverse. Well, the biggest thing on me is the House is filled with Republicans. They have the majority. How come they're not attacking this every day? Fuck Twitter. Fuck Facebook. Fuck all this social media crap. They should be working on the CBDC stopping right now, if they give a shit about this country. Because once you give that kind of financial power to a few people that run the biggest banks in the world, globally, you're done. You don't control anything anymore. You have no influence on anything. Not especially the 99.9%, but everybody else. So all the decisions that'll happen. So let's just say, and we know the problems with the social credit score. We know how that's going to go. Anyway, am I missing something here? Let me see. Okay, I had a few someone to go straight. Yeah, this is. I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's pretty simple, right? I mean, I could go on and on. There's and I always said, and I put this in here a while back. I created that meme, whatever the fuck, back in 2021. No, I think I did in 2020. Trump in office, Biden in office. It's just a different look, right? Look, both will force the vaccine, and they did. They allowed it. OSHA was allowed or was told to make sure people were taking the vaccine. Right? That's what happened. That is a complete and total fact. Right? I don't care what you say. So they both did it. They both started it. People don't forget, he fucking started it. He could have easily said, fuck this world economic bullshit. No, we ain't doing it. He could have he knows. How can people be so fucking naive to say he didn't know? Right? He didn't know. Oh, he fucking knew. Oh, he fucking knew.
When the plague came in from China, I dragged the slow and complacent bureaucrats from the FDA and the CDC into the Oval Office. I pushed them like they have never been pushed before. And thanks to the relentless efforts of my administration and me, we got miraculous therapeutics straight to patients with historic speed. And we produced 3 vaccines to end the pandemic in record time. Would have never produced 3 vaccines to end historic speed. And we produced 3 vaccines to end the pandemic in record time with historic speed. And we produced 3 vaccines to end the pandemic in record time. Would have never.
Yeah, he's reading that. He is reading what they're telling him to say. If you think, now this will be really interesting. So if you believe that this guy wrote that himself, or put that together himself, or even proofread it himself before he decided that he's going out to talk about it or to reread it, that's bullshit. He never does. There's never been a conversation showing that he ever did that. Never. He takes orders from the oligarchs, and he's not one of them. Okay? That's the fucking thing I'm trying to get through to people right now. He's not one of them. So if you want to keep going in this direction, right? Let me give you some more.
Another essential
have not had enough
part of
yet.
our strategy to keep America open is the development of effective treatments and vaccines as quickly.
Oh wait, who's behind him? Who's behind him? Yeah, Dr. fucking Death.
As possible. I want to see if we can do that very quickly. We're looking to. When I say quickly, we're looking to get it by the end of the year if we can. Maybe before. We're doing tremendously well. From the earliest days of the pandemic, we have marshaled the genius of American scientists and researchers from all across government and the private sector, from academia, from everywhere to vanquish the virus, and tremendous strides have been made. I can tell you, I get to see it every day. Tremendous strides are being made.
Did I fucking post that on May 2020? Holy shit. So the first video was done in January of him saying it's a hoax. And then the deal was already going through. Are you understanding what I'm saying? I fucking hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. The deal was already going through. In other words, he had already been compromised. He had already been compromised. It was done. It was a done deal. And so probably January, I think it was like March or April. Maybe he was approached. Maybe he was, presented with some type of package or a threat, because the fucking deep state, or the people that are connected to the hip of the World Economic Forum, and I keep fucking telling everybody, right? Yeah, Eli's right. Elle is right. It's a tag team. They were all in it. It was like a wrestling match, right? That's, I think, what she's pertaining to. Yeah. See, if he's okay with the WEF and the WHO and all these people coming in, which is really weird because he didn't want to spend any more money with the WHO in 2018, 2019, right? He kind of cut that off so that we weren't the biggest contributors. Bill Gates is now the biggest contributor to the World Health Organization in some way, shape, or form, right? He's got to come clean, man. I don't know if he comes out. This the problem with the arrogance and the self pride and the false dignity of this man, in my opinion. Because and again, Biden is just 1,000 times worse. But they're all comparable because they're so easily bought. He'd have to come out and say, you know what, I was wrong about the vaccine. He'd have to come out and say I was fucking wrong, and I've already said it, which I'm now gonna have to fucking put this monotalk on Odyssey. But it's just apparent. If he doesn't come out and say I was wrong, then and he still wants to hold on to that, then he's in the loop. But I haven't heard this guy say, I can fix this, I can get rid of this CBDC stuff. I haven't heard him say that. I will not let the Restrict Act happen. I haven't heard him say that. Yeah, there's tons. I mean, they're all fucking corrupt. I don't know why people keep believing that this fucking country's government is ever gonna help. The fucking swamp was never drained, right? The fucking swamp was never drained. But what I want people to be careful of is there's supposed to be some big thing coming in through the border, all the borders, on May 10th and 11th. Can't confirm it. I'm just hearing. So if you're next to the border, get your camera out and start fucking taping. All right, I want to get a little more of this because I love bringing this up. Only because it proves me right. You'll bring them right to us. The art of the deal, Klaus. The art of the deal, right? What's this? 10-minute mark. What's that? Did I get that? Yeah, I recommend you take the vaccine, Donald Trump. That was July 24th, 2021. All right, who else we got? Oh, and his new thing he's calling Freedom Cities. Right? I'm just like, okay, so what are fucking Freedom Cities? Is that your rebuttal to concentration camps? Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously. Right? And what do you call How about Freedom Nation? How about just the nation being free as it's supposed to fucking be? Right? It's just, God, that's just nonsense. Doesn't fucking end. Oh, what's this one? Is this the same one? Let's see if this one is. I think that's the same one, but who knows?
With the military, with the lowest taxes, the biggest tax cut ever, with the biggest regulation cuts. We built Space Force, so important, so many things. By the way, we developed a vaccine in 9 months instead of 5 years, okay, which everybody's big deal. Lots of big deals. But with the military, with the lowest taxes, the biggest...
Just we developed... No, you didn't. That, according to their own documents and information that's coming out soon, this is going to bite them in the butt so bad. Because what just happened is supposedly, the Republicans are saying that they're going to release all the COVID-19 documents. Right? Like, that can't be, redacted or remanufactured or doctored up in some way. I mean, let's just be honest here. But we're going to find out. Yeah, May 11th is the end of the national COVID emergency for some reason. Interesting. And May 11th is supposed to be the day of the invasion that people have been TikToking me about, messaging me about. Tell everybody, get your cameras out. And there's some people out there doing more extreme shit. But yeah, I'm really concerned. Gotta go. Okay, aloha. Well, thank you for being here. By the way, I've got all kinds of stuff I'm gonna go through. And this is something that Cheryl that comes on the show doesn't like. She really believes Trump's fucking there for her. But it's just regurgitation. I don't know what to tell you. Everybody, look, I get it. You want a savior. You want somebody that's going to go in there and, like he was supposedly was going to do for the Republican Party before, was drain the swamp and fix everything, but he didn't. Right? There was a few things, but nothing helped the 99.9%, the working poor. Nobody was fucking helped. Like right here, I posted this on September 9th of 2020. Oh God, let me just push this. Right, I posted this. Oh, let me read it. When it's on here, I can't read it because it's so small. I keep hearing from Trump's constituents, supporters, /supporters, that Trump will never make the warp speed vaccine mandatory or force it upon fellow Americans. You all better pull up your shirt sleeves and be ready to get poked. Because that's what happened. I was correct. People that didn't take it were fired. People in the military, over 80,000 military personnel were fired because they wouldn't take the fucking Kool-Aid. Right? Some took it just to keep their jobs and keep their positions, even though they may have known its dangers, which I know somebody personally. Right? And this is crazy. Trump pushes for COVID-19 vaccine before election. Fauci says unlikely. Dr. Francis Collins, who's also the co-doctor of death of the NHS U.S. Surgeon General, Dr. Jeremy Adams, testifies before. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know what you guys want to do. I can't. I don't. I want to. He needs to say it was wrong. I'll fucking support that guy if he fucking says, look, I was wrong. The fucking Kool-Aid was bullshit. Right? I think they're not gonna let him fucking win. I'm telling you, and I hate when I'm right. I may not be good with like personal relationships, but I'm really good with predicting politics. And that's fucking sucks because I hate being right. But if this guy gets enough push and enough shove, and if they start to get away from the electronic voting machines, and they start to make sure that everybody uses paper receipt ballots, then yeah, he's gonna fucking take it. But that's one more push for him to not get it because they don't want him to get it. I just think he's wasting your guys' time. If Trump, here's what I want to see. If Trump all of a sudden doesn't make it, or he pulls out, or has some accident, right? And they sell it to you like, oh, he died from fucking fluvid, right? Or whatever the case may be. You guys better fucking revolt. You better fucking just get out and like full on revolt, because this is what I believe really happened, and I will be proven correct on this, and sadly many will, because I posted this little cartoon meme back in early 2020 right? Early 2020. And I'll show you. And it's really simple. Because it's all playing out. It's fucking playing out. Well, Trump bent over and took the deal because he stopped the steal left. Right? All of a sudden, I mean, there was so much information. Factual, truthful, video, documented information to prove that 2020 was completely and thoroughly fucking rigged. Criminally stolen. Right? And he knew it. And he fucking knew it. Everybody else knew it. Right? There's no way in hell, like I said, a guy that was getting like 25 people max at his fucking rallies, and another guy, the same thing that happened to Bernie. Bernie Sanders went through the same fucking process. Anyway, so Trump bent over and took the deal, right? Kamala will be POTUS, which he was for, by the way, 35 days. So that wasn't a lie. In about a year, which was actually when it happened. That's weird that I knew that. After we dumped this moron, Assange can't fuck with you or us, Julian Assange, which he was locked up before this, a couple years before this. I think a year and a half before this. We're follow us, and we are following the Great Reset plan perfectly. Stop staring at that teenager, you pervert. Which is, anyway, I thought that was funny. Yes, that's it. Okay, what Bernie Sanders could have done at the convention, which I had spoken to some delegates and a few people, is he could have stood up and says, I do not consent. I am requesting an immediate recall, and I am not going to go away. That is the law of the land, and he could have done that. But he didn't. It was April 14th, 2016, I think was the day, and I remember it. He fucking just said, he just bent over. That's what he did. And what's weird is Obama came out and met with him that day, just before they went on, and said, look, you motherfucker, you're not going to say shit. If you do, I'll kill everybody in your fucking family. I guarantee you that's how Obama is in person. I guarantee you. I bet I got, and don't you talk about my fucking boyfriend. I mean, Michael. I mean, Mike. I mean, Michelle. Right? There's a bunch of fucking weirdos everywhere. Do what you want to do, but just don't hide it all the time. I mean, whatever. You can't hide it. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so Stop the Steal magically disappeared like a year later. Not even a year later. I think it was like 7 or 8 months later. There was a lady that was talking about Doza or Dozier or something like that. And they had tons of information. Giuliani's condo gets broken into, and all by the FBI, and all of a sudden his laptop's gone. All the information that they had is just nobody had copies. Nobody had a fucking single copy, right? And all that information's gone. And then Stop the Steal disappeared. You guys gotta fucking think. These are just regurgitated people. They take them in, they swallow them, they chew them up, and then they spit them back out, and then they're even more obedient. Trump is not going to fucking save you. I don't care who you're fucking, Biden's already fucked up this country enough as it is. But that was part of the plan. That was the World Economic Forum, ETAL, others and alike, if you don't fucking understand what that means. ETAL is something you'll see on a fucking subpoena or a summons, meaning that you're suing somebody but everybody else as well. He's not the savior. I don't care, and if you don't, I mean, look, I don't know what else you want to do, but you got to get out on the street. There's 9 million people in France that the mainstream media is not covering, that are protesting. They're not just talking about their fucking pensions, right? They're not just talking about their fucking pension. They're talking about the ESG laws. That's the biggest thing. The emissions regulations that are coming out, and just everything that the World Economic Forum has designed. I don't know when you guys are going to get all this. It is fucking amazing to me. It is fucking amazing to me. And here's what's really interesting, right? Just so I can better prove my point. Wait, hold on. I'm sick of proving I really am getting tired of this. And I'm really getting tired. I hate, I do hate being right. It's driving me crazy. Like right here, right? Printing money. This is how it started, right? This is how it started. The money started being thrown out there, right? And it started in 2020. Trillions added to the U.S. money supply per year. It started in 2020. Trump did it. He's the one. He was the first person who did it. Trump fucking allowed the mandates to happen. Trump is the one that allowed the masks to happen. Trump's the one who fucking pushed the freaking Kool-Aid in everybody's arm, right? Remember Kamala Harris? I'm not going to take it if Trump tells me to take it, but I'll take it if Biden tells me to take it, which made no fucking sense. Aren't you concerned about your health? It just shows you the banter, the fucking tug-of-war doesn't go anywhere. That flag in a tug-of-war, somebody will win and that flag will move over out of the pond and those people are in, but then they'll do it again the next day. And then it'll go the other direction. The next day it'll go in the other direction. And they're not going to let a fucking third party come in and fix everything. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you guys now, we're at the point of absolute, and Sabby Sabs, God bless that woman, right? She hit it on the nail, and she's been, I think finally, like many are saying, it's that time. And I just think Robert F. Kennedy is just a way to simmer everybody down. It's okay. He's going to come and save you too. No, none of this is going to end. You're going to have, mark my words, a massive recession is going to turn into serious depression. A serious depression across this country. It's already, it's happening now. $2 for fucking spinach. A can of fucking spinach. That spinach was the fucking grocery label brand, right? It's like $7 for tater tots. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, fuck. I don't know what the fuck to tell you fucking people. Right? I don't know what else to fucking tell you. This is, again, Sri Lanka. Did you see what happened in Sri Lanka? They fucking stormed the castle. But guess what happened to Sri Lanka? The mainstream media won't talk about how that was fixed. Denmark. The Dutch were loading up piles of feces from their fucking cows, and they were shooting it on the porches of the political leaders that were pushing the World Economic Forum agenda. And that changed. All of a sudden, they have a new elected, I'm not going to say conservative, but just anti-WEF, anti-World Economic Forum agenda person is now in a high position. Right? Hopefully she doesn't get compromised because it's easy to do these days, obviously. Why is this thing so fucking blue? I got to get a better camera. The point I'm making, right? And it's just the point of all points. You got to get out there. You have to get out, and you have to make sure that you're seen, you're noticed. You know, like in Dr. Seuss, The Who. We are here. I've brought this up 1,000 times. We are here. You have to let them know you're here. Even though you may not think they're paying attention, they'll pay attention. As soon as you fucking get out there and start protesting, they'll pay attention. However they want to portray it, right? However they want to fucking label it, right? When the anti-war Rage Against the War Machine went out, they said it was a bunch of anti-vaxxers. So what? It went out there. It got publicity. Look, you guys have been marketed to forever. You're the greatest consumers on the planet. You're so easily manipulated when it comes to a commercial, right? Oh shit, I'm gonna get that. An advertisement. I do it too. I've been trained that way. I'm indoctrinated, just like the rest of fucking you. But the problem is we're at a point now where you've got to use yourself, not just your critical thinking, not just your common sense, but you have to use, what you believe. Use your historical thinking, right? Use like I just showed you the history of what Trump, what Trump believes what everybody believes Trump is not doing. But what he is doing is he's towing the line again. I want to hear him say I was wrong about the fucking Kool-Aid in everybody's arm. I want to hear him say I'm taking down the CBDC. I'm going to restore the dollar, right? Then I want to hear him say, fuck the Restrict Act. Okay? If he doesn't hit all three, you're on your own. All three. He needs to apologize. People have died. Hundreds of thousands of people in this country. And no, the ventilators didn't work. It didn't work, bro. Okay? It didn't fucking work. Those things actually fucking killed hundreds of thousands of people. And everybody was all scared, so they made sure their grandmas and their moms or older elderly got this shit. And they all fucking died out before they were supposed to. It was fucking death. And it didn't come from Fluvid. It came from the fucking Kool-Aid. Right? That this motherfucker was pushing. You gotta get... Yeah. JFK is running. RFK is running. Robert Kennedy. A question Kim Iverson asked him when he was on his show. If Biden wins some like crazy way, like it happened in the past, look, it's going to be rigged. So if that she asked him the $1 million question. The $1 million question was, will you support him? Will you back that up? And he didn't answer it. He didn't answer it. Robert F. Kennedy didn't answer it. His immediate answer should have been fuck no. But it wasn't. Right? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck all that. You guys you have to understand the one thing I will say that I agree with the people who have been on here is there is a movement of a really sadistic, sickening, monstrous cult that's happening out there. Now, I've always said, I don't care what cult, idol, clan, association, party you're in, or you idolize or worship, or, blood of virgins. I don't fucking know, right? But no matter what, an asshole is still an asshole. Okay, so if you want to use that as an excuse to be an asshole, then go ahead. But doesn't matter. You still make the final decision. I get that. The final decision is you either want to leave it in somebody else's hands or you want to take the power for yourself. And that's the problem with people right now. They don't want to, you know what, he can fix it. She can fix it. He can fix it. She can fix it. I'm not, they'll take care of it. Don't worry. Lord Boebert's got all this. MTG's got all this. Don't worry. They got it down. Kevin McCarthy's got, oh, wait a second. He said he was going to release the fucking J6 files. The J6 videos to everybody in public, but that never happened. I'm still waiting. Snoring. Yeah. apology, you need a backup. You need a backup. And everybody's slamming around DeSantis, but I'm telling you, he was the first guy that came out and said, fuck the CBDC. That's huge. And if you want to listen to everybody else saying, oh, he's this and that, then good. Go ahead. But fucking, I haven't heard a word out of Trump's mouth regarding central bank digital currency. Right? I haven't heard a word in regards to the Restrict Act either. Anyway. Alright, that kind of does it for me. I got important things to do tomorrow. I want to thank everybody for listening. I got TikTok now, Monotalk. Just Monotalk. Nobody had that name. Mana means power, talk means talking. So you have to have conversations. We need unity, right? But we're at that precipice in our nation's country to where there is an unelected force out there that's influencing and has our elected officials so completely compromised, whether it's they've been coerced or they've been bought off or they've been threatened. Who fucking knows? It's out there. But the problem right now is nothing's changing for the betterment of the 99%, the U.S. voting republic. We're not a fucking democracy. Okay? We're not. We're a republic. We've always been a republic. We use a democratic process for voting. Right? It should be ranked choice voting. I don't care what anybody says. Ranked choice voting should be the way of everything. It just seems, out of all the fucking thousands of options, it seems the best way to do it. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I want to say thank you. And let me see if I can, I'm going to leave you with this real quick. Let me just leave you with this. Okay, where is it? Yeah. Yeah, Trump has taken that's 2020, May 2020. Yeah, I posted all these. Oh. So here's the information from Operation Warp Speed. If you want to know more about it, here it is. This is what they found. Right? This is where they found. There it is. That's what they were able to get. Now, I posted this a while back of what they were able to get. At the time, I think this was 2022, early 2022, late 2021. But there it is, you know. I'm telling you, it sucks, man. It sucks. It's just, you gotta get out and do it yourself. You're gonna have to get out like the people of fucking France, off your ass, like my mom always said. If you want something done right, get off your fucking ass and do it yourself. Aloha. Thank you guys for being here. Have a good evening, and